Alex here.
Hi everyone, James, and we're here again with another edition of our Codebytes. So Alex, what are we talking about today?
So today we're going to touch on governance and guardrails and what that really means in the context of a cloud platform. We've touched in previous Codebytes on things like hub and spoke from a networking perspective, platform teams, consumers and product teams. Actually, all of those need to be wrapped in a certain level of governance and guardrails for the organisation, as well as to enable those teams to perform, test, develop in a safe environment that still allows them to move quickly.
Cool, so what's the key themes?
Okay, so obviously from a security perspective, that's really important. So that could be anything from your perimeter network security and actually mandating that things like public access are not allowed by default on some resources. But also, these two kind of tie together. From an identity and access management perspective, we want to make sure that users are securely accessing the platform, multi-factor authentication, that type of thing. As well as that access is controlled, certainly when we're looking to higher environments and production resources. Another one actually is the FinOps side of things, so how we operationalise costs and how we control costs. Certainly comes into the guardrails side of things. So we want to make sure that the size of things like virtual machines is controlled to a certain extent. And actually, larger sizing or certain resources are managed by exception, not by default. Everybody can just sort of self-serve and deploy whatever size they want. That's a great way to control your costs. So that's a really key part of this. But probably one of the kind of biggest concerns is your compliance. So many organisations and different kind of areas of business have regulatory compliance needs. So whether that's your CIS or NIST or whatever it may be, they need to adhere to certain standards, which can be applied as part of your platform governance and guardrails. So wrapping that all together.
Awesome. So something something you see quite often is an organisation will build this fantastic platform, end-to-end automation, all the best practices are followed, infrastructure code and so forth. But then the government side of things, sometimes it's just a policy that people follow. It's not really enforced in any particular way. Is there any way we can do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So three big cloud providers, they all offer mechanisms of being able to deny certain capabilities. So if you're deploying your policies and your controls via infrastructure as code, for example, you can bake that into it as part of your deployment process. So actually denying some of these activities that we talked about ever happening before they go anywhere near the cloud and the resources. Auditing, you can set them to certain modes which audit and present the information back to potentially your central platform team. So there's various different mechanisms of controlling it, making it an enabler and not a blocker.
Okay, so it sounds like what you're saying is there's, this thing should be an enabler. Right? It should help your organisation deliver faster.
Yes.
Okay, but there can be a fine line between that and it actually being a hindrance.
Yeah, for sure.
Brilliant. Thanks for that, Alex.
No worries. Thank you.
Goodbye.